Hi, this is Josh with Fisher's Health Department back on Tuesday, April 6, 2021 with our weekly COVID-19 community update, and I'll jump right into it. So starting off with our community risk rating scale, as we have each previous week, our primary metrics that we use to inform the scale, percent positivity and the case incidence rate. So the Hamilton County percent positivity was at 8.4% as of this morning, and our Fisher's testing site was at 7.7%. These numbers have slightly increased over the last few weeks, as has the case incidence rate, which today stands at 17.89. So what these numbers and the slow increase that we've seen over the last few weeks should be telling us is that COVID-19 is still spreading within the community at a much lower rate than what it was obviously back in the large winter surge that we saw in November, December, in the beginning of January. But these numbers remaining in orange for several weeks in a row should tell us that COVID-19 is still spreading within the community, so we need to make sure that we continue to take precautions that we know help reduce the spread and transmission. So please take care when you're out there in the community and visiting others outside of your immediate household. Wear your mask where you can, social distance, wash your hands, practice good public health mitigation strategies, and hopefully we'll start to see these numbers go down. So there have been a lot of projections coming out lately showing a slight increase in cases across various localities in the US. There's also other projections that are showing that these increases may continue for a few weeks and then eventually start to decline again in April. We'll keep a very close eye on the numbers here in Fishers and report those out, and continue to provide evidence-informed and evidence-based policy guidance and guidelines and recommendations to the community on how to maintain safety. So our other two major metric areas that we look at to inform the community risk rating both remain in green this week. The secondary metrics on testing availability, test turnaround, contact tracing, those all remain in green. You can get a test rather quickly at our testing sites in less than 2 days. You can go online and schedule this very easily. If you need assistance in scheduling it, please call us and I'll provide our number at the end of the video. The turnaround time for labs on your test is currently sitting at roughly a day and a half now. This has been decreasing, so they've been able to turn those around a bit quicker lately. And contact tracing remains under 24 hours. So our contact tracing team, as always, continues to do a fantastic job on notifying close contacts of cases. The tertiary metrics, where we look at hospital capacity and whether it's sufficient or not to cover the medical needs of our community and the broader community within the Indiana Department of Health District 5, which is the counties surrounding Marion County, including Hamilton County. That sufficiency, or the capacity, is quite sufficient. It has been increasing slowly. It is now up to 32.5% ICU bed availability. That is in our green category. Our new hospitalizations in IDOH District 5, we can look at this at a variety of sources, but by and large, we're seeing the non-ICU hospitalizations slightly increasing in the last few days, and the ICU hospitalizations are remaining flat. So that metric remains in green. So overall, our community risk rating, we still remain in orange. Please do continue to practice safety when you're out and about in the community and with others that you do not immediately live with. So as always, I like to refer to our community-wide dashboard that we have had up for quite a few months. If you have any questions over the dashboard, please always feel free to email us at healthdept@fishers.in.us. This dashboard is by and large updated each single day in the mornings when we receive new data from the states, and you can see different data points on here, that most of which are interactive. So if you wanted to, for example, click on the graph down below and look at the cases over time, you can easily do that, and you can click on an age group and see those cases over time as well. If you do have any questions over this dashboard or interpreting the data or the implications of different trends that you may be having questions about, please do email us. So I want to move on talking about our COVID-19 vaccine effort here at Fisher's Health Department and for our community. So behind me is a graph that I shared last week showing vaccination rates. So The graph today shows fully vaccinated by age group. So you can see for 80 plus, 78% of Fishers residents in that age group have been fully vaccinated for COVID-19, be it from the Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, or Pfizer vaccine. The shaded area that you see between the solid green and the light green at the top, that represents the 85% threshold. Our target is to have 85% of our residents vaccinated for COVID-19, so please do schedule your shot whenever you have an opportunity. You can call 211, you can go to rshot.in.gov, or you can call the Fishers COVID hotline, 317-595-3211. So you can see, for example, here we have 78% of our 80 plus fully vaccinated, 79% of the 70 to 79 fully vaccinated. If you're looking at these numbers here, like the 2261 on the 60 to 69 age group, that represents the number of individuals in Fishers in that age group that would need to get a vaccine to get that age group up to at least 85% coverage. So please do go on our site, go on the state site, call the numbers, schedule an appointment for yourself, help your loved ones or your friends schedule an appointment. And please know that these vaccines are very effective. So the clinical trials for when they were produced showed a large level of efficacy for Pfizer, Moderna, and J&J. The CDC in their MMWR reports just released last week a study showing real-world effectiveness of both the Pfizer and the Moderna, and it showed that 90% effectiveness after being fully vaccinated of preventing getting a new infection of COVID-19. So please do, whenever you have the opportunity, take yourself, take your family, your friends, your loved ones, and go get vaccinated, whether it's our Fishers mass vaccination site or it's another vaccination site near you that is either more convenient or has the availability. Again, if you do need that assistance in getting scheduled, call 211, call 317-595-3211. We're here to help you, and we're here to help us have a healthy and safe community. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.